Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And we're back with our first video of the year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We took a small break from the channel. Just skipped a week. Was just not doing anything, kind of just relaxing.
Recuperating.
Yeah. But it was a nice break. We had a big Patreon episode that went up, the Taylor Swift Eras tour. So that was a big thing, but we took a break after that. So
hope everyone had a good holiday, safe,
yes,
happy, healthy. Thanks for joining us again.
We're back. We're going to be doing the same thing this year.
Yeah.
Reacting to more albums. But like I was just saying before we were started, I have some good ideas for videos that are coming up just to keep things interesting on the channel. Keep us from getting too bored of the same format.
Yeah.
It felt nice to do a switch up.
Especially because it was a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Also, that format of reacting was really enjoyable. Like, even if we just do, I don't know, any other movie or something, like,
yeah,
it feels more.
Whether it's Tiny Desk or.
Yeah, it's just. And it was nice to be in a different environment. We were in the living room.
Yeah, it felt like a movie.
Yeah. So I think it's nice to take breaks like that just to, keep us from being too mentally stuck in like one mode.
Yeah, in these four walls.
So to get you even more mentally shaken up, we've been doing a lot of pop music. We've been doing a lot of big mainstream artists. So I'm starting the year off not with a mainstream artist, and with one of my favorite albums of the past few years, which is an artist you've had an interesting journey with so far. Their first album you probably hated more than anything you've ever heard the first time. Their second album you were lukewarm on, you were growing on a little bit. And then the last one we did of his, you actually enjoyed all the way through.
Jpegmafia.
Yes, nailed it. So the last one that you heard was the one with Danny Brown, the Scaring the Hose, that collab tape that they did together.
Right.
Which was my favorite album of last year. Weird saying last year now, but.
Yeah.
So this is his fourth studio album. So we basically did his second album and his third album. So there was one that we skipped right before the collab album that he did with Danny Brown. This is my favorite album of his. It's one of my favorite rap albums, period, of all time. Like, I personally would put this up there with like some of Kendrick's best albums, which I know might sound crazy because I know you've had like your thoughts on him. We've talked about him a lot.
Yeah, but that's okay because I know he's always been in your, fave list. I mean, every Christmas it was on your list of, if there was a new one out.
I mean, he's like top 3 rap artists for me, period, like hands down. And I also have pulled up afterwards, which is a video that I've watched literally countless times. Right after the album came out, someone had compiled a complete compilation of every single sample that's throughout the whole album and shows you how they're worked in. So it shows you from track 1 to the final how all these sounds are worked in.
That's pretty fascinating.
So yeah. And
I
like
mean,
you were saying before,
that just shows someone who's like steeped in the business, steeped in the industry. Like every free moment they're listening to something or watching something. They're totally into their music, and then their craft, their ability to put it all together to entertain you.
Yeah. The album is called, I don't even think I said the title yet.
No.
The album is just called LP. It's just called LP by Jpegmafia with an exclamation mark. So when I click here, it's going to say offline, not LP. And the reason being is that there's a great backstory behind this album that I'll go through real quick. So basically, he was fighting for a long time to get off of his record label.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned that to you when we did Scaring the Hose.
Because that's when he went with Danny Brown.
Yeah, he had just gotten off it at that point.
Right.
So this was the last album on that contract that he had signed when he started as an artist.
Okay.
So this was the last album that he needed to fulfill to get off the contract. So he basically put out an LP on streaming, like on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. That was basically like a watered down, cut down version of the full actual album that he wanted to make. I think part of it was sample clearances because there's so many samples, and that's a very expensive, extensive process to, if you're using real songs or real clips to try to, you have to have everything cleared if you're making money off it.
You gotta contact the band or their
So that's part of it. But I also think that
lawyers.
part of it is because like he wanted to just put that out in the time frame and give this, the streaming version's basically got like the 70% version. There's songs not on it. There was a stripped instrumentals on it. So he basically put out on the mainstream streaming services like this kind of half done version. But then on his own, on YouTube, released the full unedited, uncut version, and on Bandcamp, which is Bandcamp, I think I've told you before, is a great service where, like, let's say you buy the CD or the vinyl on the artist page, the money goes directly to the artist, and then you get a download of the album. So it completely cuts out the streaming services and the labels.
Interesting.
So he put those versions there on YouTube and there, and then gave this kind of like semi-finished version to the. So the real one was called LP Offline because it wasn't online. It wasn't on streaming services. It was like only on YouTube. And then the regular LP, quote unquote, was on Spotify. Over time now, after a while, he started compiling the songs the past couple of years back onto Spotify. So that now you can get the complete unedited version on Spotify.
Let's take a bite out of this thing.
Yeah. So track 1 is called, they all have offline attached to it, but the titles are just the titles. It's just this separates the offline one from
LP.
the online. Yeah.
Okay.
So track 1 is called Trust.
You thinking of me? I don't even feel. These hoes can I won't even try to. I won't even lie. I'm looking good. I won't even feel. I'm feeling nice. I'm looking good today. I bought a new suit.
I can't believe that shit. I don't believe that bitch.
I don't believe these niggas, bro. They be lying. I won't even try to. I won't even lie. I'm looking good. I won't even feel. I'm feeling nice. These hoes just connive. I won't even try to. I won't even lie. I'm looking good. I won't even feel. I'm feeling nice.
Everything I say I do gon' get need.
I don't talk trash. I don't say nothing. I just speak facts. Niggas be bluffing. I won't even lie. I'm looking good. I won't even fear. I'm feeling nice. Trust.
Intro track. Short.
Yeah. Interesting.
Just him kind of feeling good about himself a little bit.
Yeah, I picture a guy getting ready in the morning.
I like that. That's like my pregame. Like if I'm about to go out, it's like I bought a new suit. I'm about to celebrate.
Yeah, get out and start the day. It's a good affirmation, self-confidence booster.
That's a great word, affirmation.
Yeah.
And I think it's a purposeful intro track. And I think that that's a theme that continues throughout the album is affirmations.
Yeah.
You'll even hear things in certain tracks ringing in the background that it's almost an album that I listen to for that. Like I sometimes go to this album for some of the themes and things that he says.
Wow.
So I think that's a good thing to put in the intro because it's something that carries on is the affirmations of himself throughout the album.
Stands out, and the fact that it's not singing. He's very clear voiced. He's very
aggressive either.
No, enunciating every word. I almost felt like, wow, this doesn't sound like what I've heard in the past. Like this could be his natural speaking voice because I don't think you can put that on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go right into track 2, which is called Dirty.
Backing up like I don't give a fuck. Gotta move the rest, fam, so I can get the truck.
No, with it, money. Side. Dirty. Money, I'ma make you look dirty. Poke it out, 2 cigs. Big pun and Fat Joe, they twins. Pull it out, get to moving like Sims. And I don't need 20 niggas to get sense. Dirty. Look at these niggas, grind my teeth how they spit so much filler. Wannabes used to wanna be riggers, same wannabes wanna be killers. Weak ass rhymes, weak ass lines, same old sins, them weak ass slides. Fresh car cool, this lane all mine. Already left, can't nobody get by. Who you gon' call when the trends all die? Niggas follow, I've been walking my path the whole time.
I mean, that's reminiscent more of the first time I heard him. Like, it sounds like he's in a room and he's just hitting bottles on a stick and let's see how much noise I can make. It's still very assaulting to me.
Yeah.
To be assaulted on your senses of all the different sounds, the pings especially.
Yeah.
Everything feels very high pitched. There's no bass coming in there. There's a lot of synth, a lot of sounds.
Yeah, I think there's a couple here at the beginning that are definitely more reminiscent of what you'd heard earlier on. But I think the album settles in relatively quickly. Like, he puts, I think, some of the more aggressive I don't know, shocking ones, I guess, towards the beginning of the album.
It's not even that. Like, I wonder.
It's just sounds that you would not hear
like
anywhere else.
How does he
song?
What does he find in this? What's his expression?
Track 3 is called Nemo.
You think you know me?
Downtown shawty, fuck your ass out. Only set niggas up, I don't back down. Black M throwing around with that K out. Every time I look down, I'm clean. Yeah, got it on me. Big gap, bill bonds and a wrist slap. I see niggas try to doge on this new tech.
Fucking your bitch like I'm back from the war. Fucking your bitch like I'm going on a tour. Fucking their head at my best, I won't go in the ocean like Nemo. These shits at the floor. Fuck on me, baby, you know I'm a whore. I pistol whip him so he know that it's war. I ain't even have to show up in court. Drop it in case, gotta drop in the jaw. Shit.
That one's even more. That one goes.
That was worse than the second one.
That one triples down.
I mean, the only thing I could think of why he would call it Nemo is he said something about ocean.
Yeah, in the ocean, like Dory, the sharks get him sorted.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
You know, like when Dory meets all the sharks and they like do their intimidation course. But the sounds are just fucking nutty.
Piercing. They're very piercing.
The snares are just like smacking you in the head.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't,
It's okay.
All right.
We'll get there.
Okay. All right.
But it's cool. You have like that. You have like the little tiny moment in the middle where it's just calm, and he has like the soft synths, but then the snare just comes back in and starts like bashing you over the head. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the snares and the little things sound like bubbly, which I like. Like it sounds like underwater. If you can ignore the
I mean, I was trying
drums.
to pick up on that, like for the name, at least for the name of the song, why he would call it that. But but then I pictured Nemo.
That is definitely the most
fucking somebody like they got back from war, and
it's funny.
It became like a sick cartoon.
Yeah, it's funny. The lyrics are funny.
Okay.
This one is called End Credits, track 4.
You pull up to a red light. A man jerks your door open, says, "Out of the car, I'm taking your car." You say, "Okay, take it. Just don't hurt me." You know what I do? I pull out the Glock, put it on his forehead, and spill his brains all over the concrete.
Bitch, I'm at a scene on your right, and I only rap out of spite. Loss is the theme of my life, after the steam and the hype. Dog.
What's it called?
End Credits.
Take L's to a life. Bitch, I ain't a pervy as a type. So jump fucking in a fight. That between cost to a life. You ain't had a hand in the hype. Nah, man. Bitch, I'm at a scene on your right, and I only rap out of spite. Loss is the theme
That one felt like a headbangers version of rap, like heavy metal
Yeah.
type of, headbanger rock.
Yeah. It's like,
And a guy being very angry.
yeah.
I'm trying to imagining him performing that even in the studio. I mean, you can't just stand at a mic and do that. He has to be
Yeah. It's like foaming at the mouth.
very animated
Yeah.
while doing it.
Yeah. So track 6 is called Hazard Duty Pay. This was the lead single from the album, which has probably my favorite sample flip on any rap song, maybe ever, or at least in the modern age.
I mean, to be honest, I unless I'm missing something, I haven't heard one sample that's familiar to me in any of the first things we've listened to. So, I mean, I'm sure they're there,
Yeah.
but
They'll kick in more
Okay.
as we go.
All right.
You think you know me?
There's a fear of a nightfall when darkness comes and covers all.
Yeah, obviously you're hearing.
Yeah.
If he fall on that floor, let him go. Gone. Niggas ain't built for this page of my art. All this shit they put a stain on my heart. Don't pick him up, he ain't built for this part. If you wasn't here for them loans, walk. Pick up my hip and I'm just like a guard. People's like furnace, just use him and toss. Take a shit like Moses, they part. Look at this lane that I made, it was fake. And these veggie grill niggas don't really want beef. Real niggas dying and fakers replace them. Now I see my tan, they all in y'all beats. Talk. Niggas just wrapped up back up what they talk. From me got so much smoke in my heart. Like I'm gifted and grew up on God. Yeah. Shorty want dick, money and leverage. 1 out of 3 feel like when I'm in it. Peggy to go, like the feds. As soon as you see me, you know that it's finished. Money got me feeling wet like I'm tired. Hard. When I go out to the Peggy ain't give up before. Fuck 'em. Dirty.
Lot happening there. I was more into it because of the sampling. I don't know if it was Ashford and Simpson or somebody, but who that is. But I had visions of like watching, Bandstand and Soul Train as a kid. It just, like that kind of stuff, or something coming over a transistor radio. But he's very clever in how he's like. I heard him say "dirty," which is the name of another song. I don't know if we're getting into, like, maybe you said, okay, I pointed out affirmation. I guess this was a little bit about, being creative and doing his own thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's just a very interesting. I thought the anger was gonna continue there, but it was only maybe in a couple sentences, and then
Yeah, it's more passion here than anger from the last track.
Right.
More like he's adamantly stating, like even the beginning lines where he says, if you weren't here for the lows, walk. Like he's saying, like, he's like stating, like, okay, now I am where I want to be, and I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. I'm going to do my thing. And you could hear the passion in his rap and his voice coming through the sample.
I would, definitely on this song for sure. And the fact that that he picked on pain, pain.
Yeah. That specifically this sometimes we feel pain part of that hook from the song. He
definitely
kind of
stuck with me.
Yeah. That's that's probably his most straightforward single that he's ever released before an album. Like, with just like a beautiful sample, great rapping.
Yeah.
Like it's not really trying to throw you off or
right. So if I was a casual listener and someone said, "Oh, here's a preview of the next album," and I heard that, yes, it would make me want to hear what else is on here.
Yeah. Track 6 is called God Don't Like Ugly.
No, we don't.
Another fantastic sample.
That was a big That was big in the 80s when I was in high school. They would give out God Don't Make Junk. That was another
Pick
one.
a location, private spot your project shot, gonna put that pen to pavement. Y'all can keep that dick riding, I don't need that. You bitches all blue notes, no Harold Melvin's facts. Look, I get it, y'all need an image, I don't care about talent. I know that you won't admit it, but you love my styling. Got a clip at one of my shows, you see me free and wildin'. I'm a young Frank Zappa, y'all Sarah Palin. Just simple, basic, no balance. Some niggas is washed up, y'all need to lead an island. Everybody can be Beyonce, bitches be wildin'. Somebody gotta be Michelle, I guess you ain't surviving. Shut your normie ass.
I'm Frank Zappa, not Sarah Palin instead of Palin.
That verse is so sick.
I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. I feel like I'm in a psych ward, almost like it's almost like peeling back the brain of someone who's really having like an episode. I don't.
A creative episode, a beautiful one.
Yeah, I just don't know how he gets this.
Also, like rapping over that sample loop is so sick. It's like
I found it hard because I was, unlike the other one, I wanted the sample to be less obvious so that I could hear more of what.
Yeah, they're like on the same level.
Very much.
Yeah. Yeah, this is called What Kind of Rapping Is This? This is track.
Exactly.
And it's a great segue.
You must have heard that. I bet he heard that a few times from the white record executive.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like we'll talk about it after, but the title is perfect.
All right.
And for what you're saying is perfect.
Yeah.
It comes at the right time.
Let's hear it. Actually, you should probably have in front of it, son, what kind of rapping is this? Riz?
Wrist.
Oh.
Ice.
What kind of rapping is this? Are you feeling me now? Big dog, making follow the script like hello when I'm back in the house. Little bitch, I've been rapping like this. Marion Barry, I'm taking a hit. He carried the cross, I carried the clip. Like, what kind of rapping is this? I pray to him for a sound. Like, please don't deliver me now. Weak men always got so much issue with me. It just happens, it's bound. Little bitch, I've been rapping like this. Covered in money, they thinking I strip.
Song so much. Oh, the sample's so beautiful. It's like swallowing the whole song. I love how he's just like saying his little lines and then just ending each one with what kind of rapping is this? Like, have you ever heard anything like this? It's like almost he's telling you directly, like, what can you label this as?
He's right. He's right.
Like, no one does it like this.
No.
And confidently saying it too. Like, well, you never heard this, have you? No, but I'm going to keep doing what I do.
It's
Say
amazing.
a few words and jump back in the pit, he says. Like, there is no structure. He has like one line, then the sample comes in, then he has a few lines. Sorry, you go.
No, I mean, it's definitely, you can describe it better. I really, it is very difficult. I said, he's certainly a challenge. It's not something that I dismiss only because of the sample there that keeps you like audibly.
Great drums too. I like how the drums start slow too, and then
they take up
they speed up.
They went from the bass drum. They went from a steady beat to a quicker beat.
Yeah,
and then off to the regular. Like
the little fast shots.
Yeah,
such a cool track.
But
kind of rapping is this? It could have been the title of the album. What kind of rap?
It could have been the title of every album so far.
This is interpolation of a Britney Spears song.
Thank you, Chief. Oh, thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
A lot of gospel samples in this.
Yeah, I like gospel.
Like to hold that green, hold it up, play with it a little bit, count it once in a while.
My loneliness is killing me inside. I must confess, I still believe and try. My loneliness is killing me inside. I must confess, I still believe and try. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, that is mine. Hit me, baby, one more time.
For the resolution, the color, the size,
Yeah.
everything that you
I ain't relaxed yet. Taking a break from these albums, I'm gassing. Yeah, my skills is past that. They talking down, we've been looking right at that.
Sounds like you're saying baby instead of pain, but if you know it's pain. Baby.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, more rapping for sure than
It picks up a lot at
used
this
to.
point in the album. The rapping.
Yeah. So I don't know if I guess he consciously decided to do more with his lyrics.
Yeah. But just a beautiful, I mean, the choir
nice
sample
rendition, yeah.
mixed with him singing the Britney Spears song "Slow Down."
Yeah.
It's
clever.
Again, it's like I don't know how he thinks to put those
I mean,
elements
this mind is
into the same song. Yeah, but I love that song so much. What else is new? This was the one that I was skipping ahead to before.
Okay.
So there's
everything you said before.
Yeah, so there's like, I want to say 5, maybe 6 different samples
At the same time?
from different songs and different parts of songs that are
Okay.
melded into this beautiful song. Probably one of my favorite songs on here, right in the middle of the album. It's called "Are You Happy?" Track 9.
You're with me tonight, take
There will come a time in your life when you will ask yourself a series of questions. Am I happy with who I am?
Am I happy with who I am?
Am I happy with the people around me?
Am I happy with the people around me?
Am I happy with what I'm doing?
Am I happy with what I'm doing?
Am I happy with the way my life is going?
Am I happy with the way my life is going?
Do I have a life?
Do I have a life?
Or am I just living?
Or am I just living?
Do not let these questions restrain or trouble you. Just point yourself in the direction of your dreams. Find your strength in the sound and make your transition. Will I die?
They just be mad cause I still got respect. Even when I got my foot in they weight. Bars, feel like I'm raiding they room. Crackers be yelling out MTV next. Flip up the deal, settle for less. You can tell Craig I doubled it back. Double it back.
Make your transition.
It's hard, it's easy to hate. Just give it a play, I get it. But homie, I can't relate these. My fans beats got me blue in the face. RP doomed through the villain I'm raised. Giving these beats to pussy in cases only. I made it out poverty richer. You heard one of my songs and got triggered. We ain't got the same type of issues to text green. Are you jealous of mental? Unoriginal, you gon' have the Aquafina that accent if you want a trend.
No más júntate en la dirección de tus sueños. Encuentra fuerza en el sonido.
I love that song. It makes me It makes me emotional. I don't know why. It's so beautiful. Like it's almost like he's speaking to you through these through these samples of, the guy talking about your life and taking your shots and being ambitious, and then even having the ease your troubles, which is what that little sample is saying in the background. It's like that part's like soothing him down and keeping him calm and allowing him to do what he wants to do. I think it's just such a well-crafted track. I think it's so good.
The thing I picked up on mostly was his admission that he's been told you can't mix this with that, and then watch me. So it's a conscious decision that he's making to be as unique as he is with these sounds. Because even there at the end, like it just again sounds like a child with bricks, toy bricks, and you're letting him just bang on something.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know, like, right? How does that come in? If you do feel that it's a beautiful track, then you get the intermittent beeps, and then banging on blocks at the end. I mean, I've never heard anything like it, honestly, in any kind of genre.
Yeah, I love his verses too. It's just his confidence just continues to spike as the album goes on. Track 10 is called Rebound. This is the first feature on here. I think, no, it's not the only feature. There's a couple. But this is featuring Jpegmafia, who's just, I think it's just one of his friends. He actually is the same guy that had that sketch on the Cornballs album that we did where he's ordering at the drive-thru.
Oh, that
he's
was
like,
good.
can I get a...
That was good.
Let me get a... but he also raps too.
Okay.
So this is Jpegmafia and Jpegmafia. This song also has some little backstory to it where there's another experimental hip-hop group called Arm & Hammer that he had like some little beef with before this album came out. So this is probably the most direct and like straightforward, one of the most straightforward songs he made that's like kind of straightforward dissing this other rapper. They ended up making up like right after this album came out. Like it was a very brief thing. It lasted like a month or two. But I guess it had happened to happen around the same time of him making this album, so the song just came about. Which is still, it's a great track, and I kind of wish he would beef with more rappers because it's a really hard, it's a really badass song. It's called Rebound.
Yeah, you know the truth is the truth, you know? Yeah. When I look at your shit, I'm like, ha. When I look at my shit, I'm like, ah. Wave jack got me feeling like Rob Dad. All I do is respond how I'm mad. It gets funny the more that you front. When you click, make sure it's what you want. When I'm fucking these alt niggas bitches. In the public, we cool in the best, you be singing. I'm fucking my enemies bitches. We ain't signing no deals, you just let it, we winning. It's on me, I'm down with the sickness. Why would I pray for your health? Maybe I'll pray for myself. Why would I pay for your pics? I'm fucking somebody else. I'm fucking somebody better. You bitches just fucking whoever. Yeah, I'm over the top. I get the building up out of the energy built by the ops. I get the aim and the flame and the finger gon' make it top. Full metal, checking rappers, making harder than soap on the sock. Getting death threats every week for some pussies that y'all never seen. First your daddy, I rolled in the street, and you came to my strong, I beat. It's so funny you try to work it out when y'all niggas can't even stay on beat, huh? Yeah. Crazy. Fix that first, man. You wizard of all rapping motherfucker. Look, all them threats be making me hard. I'ma say that who you really be. All that shit that you did to your girl, I just wish that you do it to me. Niggas named after baking soda, but he never just the fucking niggas. He pretended. Next to me, that
You know that? Named after baking soda.
Cause you know how that would've ended, huh? Internet think I be playing with shit. You know I bet you a brilliant kid. Know you a teacher, I panic, I'm running you short in class. I ain't packing, I'm lunchable, nigga.
See, even that outro there, it feels like it feels to me like it didn't even fit with 90% of that.
It's just a little bass.
Yeah,
A little bass solo.
but you know what I'm saying? Like it just, that had clever lyrics.
Yeah, it's fun.
Definitely, you could feel the diss going on.
Yeah, the
you
aggression.
can hear the anger about it. I imagine though that I think I get it. This is a level of rap that I'm not at. I don't think I'll ever get there, because I can remember you going to like some of the concerts and seeing you and seeing these guys on stage and the way they're going at it and the way you're interacting with them. I'm imagining you would do the same at this.
Yeah.
And I can't even, I would have to sit back and just watch you, because I have very little appreciation, and I'm not knocking it. I just have a very hard time resonating on any level. Some of the lyrics were clever and funny. It's just such a unique, I think, groundbreaking thing that I don't get it. You probably won't see me at a concert.
Dang, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's the level. Like, I can appreciate it, but I would be, you might have to sit me up in a VIP suite or something where I could just say, that's my boy.
He's my boy, So yeah, I'll just let this one play into the next track, just because it's just like an instrumental. There's no lyrics. It's called 100 Emoji. And that goes into track 12, which is called OG.
I've seen that.
Well, on the
with the red 100.
Yeah, so on the Bandcamp version, you can actually put emojis as titles, so that the titles that say emoji are actually just an emoji.
Okay.
But on Spotify, you can't. You have to write it out. Yeah. This is actually a rapper that died shortly after this album came out that he sampled. His name is Young Dolph. He died like within a year or within a few months of this album coming out.
And I was hoping to.
Yes, but you are the hip hop gangster.
Okay, here we go. See? I can get it to this. I don't know what it is.
I got it. It's not a habit. Feel like a bad bitch. I smack it up. It's a closed casket. This flow's mastered. I'm a whole has-been. I know it's tough. We're spitting off beat in my old spot. How you gonna tell me I ain't popping, baby? You're not. And when this album over, work for nobody but me.
Yes, but you are the hip hop gangster.
Best one so far.
This beat is so ridiculous. I used to replay this song over and over after it came out, just on loop.
I mean, this is what I like. Like a basketball game.
That song's so sick.
That was good. Yeah, see, so that's exactly like, I mean, that was a perfect segue, like LL Cool J,
yeah. Well, it's like an old...
Yeah, retro. I mean, that was my exposure, right, from the very beginning. Yeah. And I could see, like, when I liked something, that was like my what do you call it? Like my silent pleasure, like my
guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Like I'd be like, ooh, okay, that moves me. Yeah.
It's cool that you'll see in the sample video. That's like an old school hip hop performer.
Oh, yeah, it's gotta be.
But then he just added like the heavy smacking like 808 drum behind it.
Pretty good.
Track 13 is called Dikembe. Ooh.
Matumbo?
Yeah, that's what it's based off of. Dikembe Matumbo.
Not bad for a copy, yeah. Your IT threats can't stop me. Show me that face, girl, take off the boxy. I pray that your ears go up, and I wish you the best in your hobbies. How the fuck you this way now? You switched up, and I don't believe it. One hand in the air, feeling like Dikembe when I block the demons. Don't matter where it's in, don't matter where it went. I
Squat it away.
Not today.
Now with the money and now with the fame, all of my bitches control me with shame.
What do you think?
A lot of sounds.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I move because there's music going on, but every time I feel like something's gonna, grab me or kick off, and then I wait, and then it just coasts. That one had it had its own steady coasting vibe.
Short rap too, short verse.
Yeah.
It's just taking you through the.
Well, why don't you say? I mean, because I'm having less.
Yeah. That's
I'm having less
honestly,
to say about them.
As much as I genuinely love this album, like I think it's a perfect album. That's probably one of my least favorite tracks.
Okay.
Like that's one that I wouldn't mind skipping, but I still think it's an okay song. But yeah, I would have liked another verse on that song. I think that is one that could have done well with a little more.
There's
content.
A period of a minute, 2 minutes there.
Yeah, or just the end does drag a little bit.
Or it just goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
dun, dun.
But I like his verse though. But it's very brief.
It is. Yeah.
Track 14 is called "Tired, Nervous, and Broke." I'm gonna let transition out because the transitions are good.
You think you...
Why the fuck you say that shit you say if you ain't mean it? I don't believe it.
She bumpin' Brett, but she black as Ben Carson. Back in the bricks, I was giving dick to all my sergeants. I know you mad cause your friends ain't no G's. And we
He says bricks a lot back in the.
Yeah.
What is that? Back in the bricks? Like is it a place?
He was in the military, so I think he's talking about like the
barracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like slang for it.
Yeah. He even says like I was giving dick to all the sergeants.
Okay.
I mean, the whole album "Veteran" was like him kind of after he got out of the military.
Right.
He hated the military, so it was him like kind of breaking free of that lifestyle. Okay. Yeah.
what about that shit you said that year when I was broke? And what about buying a ticket beat up at my stroke? The opposition sick of me, tired, nervous, and broke. You thought that I forgot, but bitch, I never let it go. I got him on the road, hit him hard, swing it left and get him gone. Pick him up, dust him off, give it some more. On my ops, sick, tired, nervous, and broke. And they still take me in some now are you feeling me, baby, or do you need it more? I get their faces like Casey whenever I'm in court. The money can't change how a bitch nigga started. End up making threats, started paying homage. Caught for possession, I feel like Sarah McLachlan. Bitch, drop your nuts, I'm tired of tweeting and talking. Pretty socks, big glocks, bitch, I'm with the nonsense. What about that shit you said that year when I was broke?
I don't know if you remember, but the clapping was something that was prevalent in the one album we did.
I
all
do
the way
remember,
through.
yeah.
Like the studio claps.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that again.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing, so just sing with me. You're selfish, like me, it's why we get along famously. It's too late for me, baby. I don't wanna be sold out, baby. I don't wanna be stressed out for profit. You'll get yours and I'll get mine. And then like you need an you can alternate any of those as you want. Okay, hold on.
The more I think about it, I guess I feel like he's the it makes sense that he's his own writer, producer, instruments, that, he's not getting many people involved here, because I really don't know that it feels like it's the only way he can deliver what he wants. And I get it then, if a label, I get that a label would struggle with what he's doing. you know, and him feeling like, hey, I'm not going to do what you want. I got to do it this way. And they're maybe saying to him, look, it's just not, you know, it's not work. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see both sides of it. Like I hear that part, you know, the tape, and I would love to hear like that if that came out as a song.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
I don't know what it is, but you know, like he's extremely talented. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I just for me, and I sound like a broken record. It's all the sounds and I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he finds the lyrics, the rap lyrics, and then all those sounds and things around it.
Yeah.
It's just very, I've never heard anything like it.
Track 15 is another emoji. It's the flame emoji.
Flame?
Yeah.
Please leave your message for 21338.
I feel like he, without knowing, I feel like he's very young too.
Not
Like,
really,
no?
He's close to Kendrick's age, like mid-30s. I think he's 34, 35.
I would guess like easily 10 years younger because of how modern.
He started late because he was in the military.
Wow.
One deep in the bag, black man can't depend on sympathy. I feel like hip-hop try put a hit on me. Pussy niggas put me in a box, little and depot. These beats keep coming in kilos. Switch style, make it feel like Mantio. In this game, the police use cheat codes. You heard? I feel like I just made a case. Whole different style in my other hand. If you've been here while you relate.
I'm gonna let you say why you like it, and then I'll just
I love that one. I feel like
you describe what you
I feel
know.
like the back half of the album has way more like, I know it sounds crazy to say for him, but simplicity and like catchiness. Like there's more hooks, there's more repeated hooks, which I don't think there's not really much in the first half of hooks at all, but there's more like pleasant sounding sounds on the back half, even though that might.
Yeah, no, it was
agree with
soothing.
that.
It was soothing. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the it's just clever, it's fun, great production. The little Reagan line I wouldn't have got if I didn't pay attention in history. The trickle down on his chest, like trickle down economics. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love that song. It's fun. It's catchy. It's light. There was I should have said this. I could have said this before, but there was a series of small EPs that he did leading up to this final album, which also I think was part of getting that contract done with. He put out like 3 EPs that had like maybe 5 or 6 songs on them each, because I think those all counted as projects.
Yeah.
So he put them all out within a few months and then put the album out just to get to get the numbers down.
Yeah.
But it was cool because on those EPs it was him kind of experimenting more with hooks and more with melodic sounds. Track 17 is called BMT. I kind of like the instrumental tracks on this album. It gives you a chance to just take in the one aspect of him, which is production, right? Because on a first listen with the vocals, it can be a lot to take in.
I don't know, but I've been told.
the gram, but don't be in my face. Gotta keep going, I see what you hate. You know how I do it, I see what you make.
I guess if you go on the treadmill, you should have this on.
Yeah, it's a great gym song.
Get a Mac at the back of the gate. Everything you had actually made. You really on Twitter, but bitches you actually paid. Boss can't keep you safe. I tell the wolves I don't need no play. Fuck my sergeants, fuck your base. Fuck that harness, keep them plain. I gave it up to God, and God gave me this make a shake. Wait, I'm tired of dodging fate. There's so many niggas I hate. There's so many niggas I can't. Back in this bitch with a C in the case. All on the gram, but don't be in my face.
I mean, that's the shit that they call them, you know, when they're in training. Those are the words they call them, you know. Maggot.
Yeah.
And other things.
Yeah. It's so sick. I love the sample flip going into that is nice. It's like giving you all the military sounds, but then he just aggressively flips that military training into like this.
And it also, it also has like a little bit of a circus feel to it with the, I guess, xylophones or some kind of, like steel drum or something. Makes it sound a little, you know, circus-like.
Yeah, that's just a badass song. It's a great, like, intense song if you're like running or doing like a heavy workout.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
And probably enough that it gave him PTSD from, you know, all the abuse.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of veteran, that album, but you can tell that it's still something that's rings in his head.
I mean, they train you to be killers, and that's all. You know, it's a mindset as well as a physical, and the mindset is really the hardest part, I would say.
Yeah. Track 18 is called "The Ghost of Ranking Dread," and this is featuring TK Maidza, who's a fantastic Australian artist. Actually, one of my favorite artists. She had one of my favorite albums of last year. She makes more like smooth pop, R&B, and she can also rap too. She's just a super talented, multifaceted artist. Probably why Jpegmafia and her are appreciative of each other. She's very, very talented. But yeah, he was featured on one of her EPs from a few years ago. So now she came back to feature on his album, which he doesn't really do features, at least not like really known name features.
Right. I find
it's usually like someone that he knows.
Yeah, it would be hard to imagine someone reaching out.
Yeah. So I was pretty surprised when I saw this feature when the album came out, because he usually doesn't work with any known artists.
They're friends, I guess.
Yeah, but he did one on her project a little while back, so I guess she returned the favor, but it's nice. She just kind of has some vocals in it. She doesn't really have like a verse or a passage, but this is a cool song. It's called Ghost of Ranking Dread. Cool title too.
Once you start seeing me training and grinding, you're gonna fucking go big.
I got Steve, baby mama in the backseat. Oh no, the other Steve, baby mama won't stop harassing me. I can't keep up with these girls. I just want quiet and peace. There's more than dick in this world. Bitch, they mean bad in the streets. Gotta keep sunning you, fuck every one of you. I got the gun and the T. She said I'm done with you. I have my phone with you. Take me back to the streets. Watch your tone when you talk to this geek. Chopping on jam, it's like one of y'all beats. Stay in the lab, get the fuck out the streets. It's not what you want. It's not where you at. It's not it. I've been dancing, not jugging that bitch. Give it back, I ain't doing that shit. Can't do shit in your own, no, you need the assist. Tackle the clothes when these niggas be spitting.
Very spacey song, rap song.
Definitely the most. I was gonna say the most straightforward.
I love that song. I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing every time.
Yeah, I think we're both at a stalemate. I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yeah,
too. I will say that was probably with the addition of the Jamaican rap in there and the title. I feel like it was the most lyrically, rap
steady
style.
flow throughout most of the song, without any breaks.
Again, and again, you could tell me this was 5 different artists, each with their own song, but it's like all his,
his brain.
Like Jpegmafia and company, because
his other personalities.
because like one song will go, a certain way, and then it just stops, and then you get that horn section all the way to the end, and you wonder, why did he do that? Like, why stop what was probably, I heard him diss again Armand Hammer in there, and it could have been anything, like a flex, but there's something about his style that he needs to break it up the way he does.
Track 19 is called Damn, Damn, Damn.
Without the end.
Yeah, DAM.
Some of you niggas ain't like that, so I can't really say nothing to you. I just gotta sum you up.
Damn, I feel like the new Black Hen Rollins. Niggas studying my footwork, I'm James Harden. Bitch, who you with? Where you going?
Come here.
I thought I told you ass already, I ain't from here. But yeah, we gotta drive to Lala, and you know why. I gotta go and hurry through New Jersey, can't pump there.
Babe.
I'm such a negative bitch. My friends turn on me, then I turn rich. Sodom Gomorrah, I turn back, they still talking shit.
Damn, gotta keep swimming to that motherfucking shit league. Your bitches can fuck on whoever. I fuck her, she's yours, she let her. Damn, is this the price of having fans? Babe, I'm so precise, I'm always playing. And Afro Thunder with these hands. On your head gon' be some.
On my head must be some bands. Gucci Man, I think I love her. Yeah, Danny Swain, I think I love her. And
You okay over there? What's going on?
Yeah, more of the same,
Great music. Song
well,
after song.
yeah. So you should talk you should describe it to like the people that are interested in this and how you feel about the song. Like not that I'm not interested, but as a fan, as another fan to fan, I think is the best way to.
Again, like I said on the back half of the album, there's. I'm surprised that you don't enjoy it more, because compared to, I feel like so many of the songs on here compared to anything that you've heard of his, this is like the most accessible and like rapping and drum beats. But maybe that's coming from me just because I'm so accustomed to hearing him that to me it sounds that way, whereas maybe to an outsider it doesn't sound as easily listenable on the ears.
No, it's very
like some of these songs I could like fall asleep to, or like just
I almost
ride
fell
out
asleep
to.
on that one.
Not in a way that I'm bored, in a way that I find them like a chill rap song.
I get it. I'm impressed that I'm not even impressed is the word. I'm surprised how much you love this. It just shows the complexity of how much you appreciate, not just, catchy stuff, but you actually appreciate the art of rap music, which, I'm not there.
So yeah, this is the final one, Untitled. Love this song. I love the verses in this song. Very, very entertaining.
Because I like JPEGs.
Does it?
down.
Doesn't mean you like
How you on the
it.
dash? The wolf in the pig pen. Big mouth, back it up while you faking it. You niggas still ain't there, shit, I'm starting back to now fly, trying to star, strip away from her. Back in the city, you won't pop that I'm pissing it. Ooh, somebody pray for this dream. Some niggas die trying to make a man. Babe, gone, fine, yo, bitch ass face down. You want this nigga, I'll be that. In the grave, I'ma be where you see that. You still ain't ran this fade. And you know that I'm still with that nonsense. Leave little bitch in the field with no options. But you stay on my mind every day. At me a late night with the Glock loaded. Joe Budden with the pump when I aim forward. Nigga, how you never miss when the whole world is home? Joe Budden can't remember, think I got a phone. I be going, speed to them toes, I'm just getting stolen. All these riders getting robbed, be like Dave told me. Nigga, fucking interview, you better know what's on me. Now I don't trust your niggas, bitch, I gotta kill him, call me. Catch a nigga in the lobby, hit him with the ollie. And I'm bucking at your partners cause you know I'm Paulie. I'm be swinging on these crackers like I'm playing hockey, bitch. Begging for a donation. Get shout out to my Haitians. Get money, niggas stay patient. When you doing shit right, lame, stay hating. Yeah. Put that blicky out there, seeming like Clay AK. I circle jerking with no bitches and no bacon. Out west, the zip like I'm Jaden. Let it rip from either hand like Nick Saban. More money, more guns, less vacations.
Oh my
nigga,
God.
We deserve them donations. Don't play with me, bitch. Play PlayStation. It's safer.
I mean, who didn't he mention?
It's crazy.
You know, I mean, that's like, you talk about topical rap.
That song's awesome.
That is so contemporary. You know, you have to know, you know, what's going on in the world to know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
right?
there's
The
so
people
many
he's
references.
referencing. Oh my God.
Shows, movies, actors,
basketball
pop
coach,
culture.
but in a way, he sounded like
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, the way he was going.
What?
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple times I could hear like, you know, solve it. Like the way he was just saying it, and his voice was a little deeper.
Yeah.
But then he switches and goes back up there, and you know, and in the back it sounds like he's going. Like, I mean, I know it sounded like,
and I love that it sounds like a dog like sniffing the mic. There's a part where it's like,
yeah. I mean, it's just. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've beat it to death already, but there used to be like quirky albums back in the 60s and 50s, you know, where guys would make something, you know, and bang it. And it would be like a comical album of sounds, you know, but they would try to make it into a song. Or there was the other guy who...
Or like Weird Al or something?
Something like that, like Weird Al, but like with more things, like, you know,
sounds,
bottles. And yeah, you had to guess what he was using. And it was funny and everybody... But he is so serious about sound.
Yeah. And the placement of the sound. And
you know... Yeah, that's...
But the rapping on that is so...
It's... Yeah, I mean...
It's like he just lets loose.
He could go... You could easily see him holding his own, right, with anybody.
Yeah. I want to read you his... I did it on the first couple albums we did of his, but every time he puts the album on Bandcamp, which, like I said, that's like the main place, like where you can basically pay for it and directly
support. Is that
support.
his picture on the cover?
Yeah, that's him.
Let me see.
I've been making music since I was 12 years old, but I've been in the music industry for only about 4 years now. And almost the entire time, I've been surrounded by people who have never had my best interest at heart. I live and die by the quality of my work, not the hype. And the minute anyone does anything to impede on that, you are dead to me. And that's how it will stay. I had a contract to fulfill, and I used a lot of things I was going to save for the album just to be out of this shit. But it's over now. This is my last release under a label. From this day on, I'm free as hell, more free than I already was, something I haven't felt in a long time. I don't make music for dick riders. I don't make music for casuals. There's plenty of wannabe N-words to fill that void for you. If you need just some bullshit to put on the background while you do the dishes or whatever, I'm not that. I'm not here for that. Me and my fans, we like detail. So if you're not actually good at what you do, we don't care. I understand that in this day and age, a black man being great at what he does consistently is not enough for some people. My goals are different. My body is different. My mind is different. Where I come from is different. We're not aiming at the same thing. I'm a true outcast, and that's who I want to draw in. If you feel out of place in every place, I'm here for you, because that's exactly how I've always felt. I'm happy to have people to feel that with me now. My time in the music industry is over because I refuse to be disrespected by people who aren't respectable in the first place. The only ones I care about now and forever are my fans. I love you, and I'll always be here for you. This is the LP, and I hope you all enjoy.
Well, there you go. I mean, that to me, that's almost like written perfectly for me to describe what I've listened to from him from day one.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's owned it, and that's great. And I can actually truly say I empathize with those feelings, and I give him credit then for sticking to his guns and putting this out. Yeah.
Not molding him, being like, all right, I'll try to make something more.
No. Like how, and you mentioned like Weird Al, like, he got famous doing what he does, but and everybody was like, you can't.
Yeah, but it wasn't an act that he was a weird guy.
No,
like, that's who he
truly
is.
Right.
He's not
and
pretending
the way
to be
he
an outcast.
thinks when he hears a song is different than you and I. And I love that he wrote that. I think that's
I love it too.
tremendous, because that, he's basically giving me and people like me who hear this, who can't taste the same flavor you do, the
what's going
permission
on. Yeah.
to, hey, I get it. I may not be your flavor, and that's fine. Just know that it is me, and I'm different, and I attract outcasts. I feel like an outcast. If you like it, I'm here for you. This is what you're always going to get from me. I think that's tremendous. I think that was very important. You read that footnote, because it made me feel like he gets it too.
Yeah.
He gets it that this isn't.
Yeah, he's not unaware of what he's doing. Like
the appeal. The appeal is not for everyone,
Yeah.
but if it's your thing, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrific. That made it so much better, honestly.
Yeah. And what will even make it even better is when I show you the amount of work and samples that went into these songs.
All right.
It's not long, but it just shows each, like the core samples for each thing and how he
That's pretty awesome.
worked them in. And it's crazy now when you get to see it visually, like the videos and songs and things. And then you just think like the fact that he took all these things and melded them into these songs is like pretty wild.
Yeah. It's genius in its own.
Like if I sat down in front of a computer, I wouldn't even know where to start.
No,
to
right.
try to recreate
that's what
anything that sounded
and
like
that's what I said at the
like,
in the beginning. Like, is there a database? Like, how do you go and find what you have in your brain?
But again, that's just who he is, and you can't fake that. He is someone that's just terminally online and deep into references and music, and that's just who he is.
That's awesome.
And again, that's like you can't make that up. You can't, pretend to be someone that does.
And you know something? I think a lot of people like that. They're very. If you get to meet them, they're probably very shy and reserved and not conversational. And then you think, how could that quiet guy that we saw at
make
the party
this wild shit?
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's why, because it's all just within his head.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I knew. I didn't know if it was. I always know when I do JPEG that you never know what you're gonna get. But I think it's just as important and a part of what we do on the channel.
I agree.
To do albums like this.
I agree.
Again, obviously I'm picking it because I love it. I'm not doing it just to try to
I agree. I agree.
Make you think really hard. But
right.
I'm always
it's like watching a movie where you're gonna give me your take and I'll give you my take.
Yeah.
But I like that we got to the point of me trying to figure out like, what am I missing? I think that was great the way you said that. Like, like hummus. It's just. I know it's popular. But.
But you made it through, so I'll give
you.
I'll give you something more. I'll give you something
more delicious. The next time
something I know you'll like next time. So thank you guys for watching. This was our first video back. Looking forward to some new albums.
24, huh?
If you want to see the uncut version, jump on the Patreon. If not, we'll see you next week with a new album and new video. I think I did that backwards, but it's okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Happy New Year.
With a new album, new video. Happy New Year. Peace.